Hi, I'm Kat. I'm really excited.
Who are you?
I'm Jay.
And I'm flamboyant.
And today we are reviewing Little Big Planet 2. Oh, it's a good day. This is a puzzle platformer game.
Should we tell them why we're dressed like prostitutes?
I'm going out hooking for some meat.
Who would pay for that?
I don't know.
So there are over 3 million levels made on Little Big Planet 1, and they've all been moved over to Little Big Planet 2, looking beautiful, better than ever, and now you can make a whole bunch of new worlds with all these new awesome tools. It's so exciting. And, of course, there is the awesome campaign. Media Molecule has done it again. Bravo, bravo.
All the music in this game is amazing.
The music's really well done. The first few levels, it's like Beethoven's been remixed into disco.
I think the writing in this is some of the best writing I've seen in a game for a very, very long time. You're going to be happy as a pig in sherbet.
Sherbert.
You do it. Can I say
Sony
something
is
ridiculous? Because
Yes.
you always say something ridiculous. This is the most innovative platformer ever in video game history.
You're saying
Better than Mario Galaxy. Most innovation ever.
This is my #1 platformer of all time.
I absolutely agree.
No!
Hey, old Claddy.
Claddy, what's the plot?
So this time, the plot of the game, an interdimensional vacuum cleaner arrives at Little Big Planet and sucks up all the inhabitants, including Sackboy, and then you were rescued, thankfully, so that you can save Craft World from the evil vacuum.
Negativatron.
And you were rescued by Larry Da Vinci, and you also team up with the Alliance that's semi-together, semi-organized, semi-secret, and it's really cute.
Semi-homo.
Semi-hard.
So they have to destroy him. So it's 2.5 3D again with 3 layers. One complaint is that it's still a little sticky at times. You'll like try to get out of the way because this flaming whatever is about to hit you and you're trying to like whoop, into this little doorway. No, it hits you because it's just like,
Is it 2.5 3D anymore? You go like this, then you're like this, and then you're like this, and then...
Will you get real?
They do such a great job with camera
I say it's
and with
3D.
gravity and
It's a
everything.
full 3D
It's
game.
full
It
3D?
doesn't pop out of your TV.
Oh.
Not just a puzzle platformer anymore. Now there are races where you ride a caterpillar or a rat or crazy things like that.
Right, yeah.
You can also do a bit of role playing. But when you're also creating your levels, there's another thing that you can do. You can now customize the HUD. So it doesn't have to be the exact same as it is in the campaign.
With the right analog stick, you can now place a crosshair on the screen and actually shoot at that crosshair. And that brings so many possibilities to this fine game.
You can also do new animation recordings, and you can make little cutscenes. You can do little animation cutscenes just like they do in the campaign, and you can connect the levels together. So you can make 4 levels that are all connected together.
I want to see some 3KB levels made, and I want you to post them as video responses.
You can also change the camera a whole bunch in this. You can change it so much, like Mike was saying earlier, with the switching of the switch of the planes. You can also now record your own sound effects and add them to your level as well.
Every time you make a step, you go...
So in Little Big Planet 1, there was DLC, and some of it was from Metal Gear Solid, and that included the paintball gun. Now in this game, they've added a whole bunch of new items.
The Creatinator is
Oh.
what the paintball gun basically is now.
Yeah.
Miss?
Goes on your head.
Now it's the Creatinator, and you can shoot different things. So for instance, there's a water level, which is really phallic, can I just say? Oh my.
That's
You
a
shoot
dick,
yeah.
water on this ball, and then it grows. Anyways, you can also shoot cake. These little cakes pop out, and you can jump on them.
You got the grappling hook, which is basically like Indiana Jones style.
Just cause
Or
2, baby.
Tarzan.
In co-op, you can actually grapple hook each other, so it gets kind of nuts. 4 players, like, hooking on each other. So much fun. I find it a little bit difficult when you're doing the swing, though, and you go left to right, left to right. I always end up pulling
I always, yeah,
short
that was another,
That was
that was
driving
my
me
qualm.
nuts.
You'd be trying to get some momentum, and then suddenly it would bring you up to the top, where you couldn't possibly get any momentum, and it was really
The
frustrating.
qualm?
There's also the Grabinator, and you can pick people up and throw them. You can grab bombs and throw them. Extremely
Actually,
useful.
Jay has Grabnators, too, before it came out, but they're really just hooker gloves. Doesn't
And,
like touching with the skin.
Media Molecule also said that they're going to be doing regular updates and adding more and more items. This is a game that's ever going to be evolving as well, which is really exciting.
It's insane what you can do with this game. You can do anything. You can act,
Every genre
You
can
can
be made.
almost make a decent kart racer with this game.
Enemy creation has also been improved. You can create sack bots. So there are different options for them. There are weak points, there are routines, and you can also do costumes and decorations on them.
You can customize your character as much as you can customize a bot.
Items in this game, the costumes, there are just so many. I had to change almost every level because I was like, oh my god, that's so cool.
Another thing about this game, you buy it for $60 going to last until part 3 comes out.
It's a worldwide thing. People can make levels all the time. It's amazing.
They can do it.
The lighting has been improved phenomenally. Also, the particles. When things blow up, the particles from that, when things swoosh.
This is contender for game game of the year.
Already there's a game out that could be game of the year.
Play it with your Move. It's compatible with the Move. And there's about 10 levels, and it's prehistoric. It needs to be a 2-player thing. And one person uses the Move and moves items around so that the other person can get their sackboy through it. And it's a really fun co-op portion of it. Also, I have to say, it was a really sweet ending. So cute, it makes you feel really good.
My favorite was the Hamatron 2000 and the Gravity Segway. I love that thing.
Gravity Segway was awesome.
If the whole game was a Gravity Segway, I would still be satisfied.
I think it's game of the year so far, and there's nothing that's going to come out in the next 2 months that's going to top it. This really blew my mind. I give it a 9.
I love this game. I give it a 9.5. It's an excellent game. Why don't I give it a perfect 10? There are some things that bother me about. Now, this is a pretty polished game. I have bunny ears, okay? I said it. My Sackboy has bunny ears. And, you know, sometimes when I tilt my head, it merges with the back and, like...
Oh, get
And
real.
sometimes they do that thing where they're like,
Yeah,
"Doing
but
this!"
graphically, this game is very polished. But my other gripe is
Polish
that
your dick.
during the co-op online play, when you're playing with your friends online, the whole not being able to go off the screen. I get why when you're playing couch multiplayer, like why that doesn't happen. But when you're online, I feel like I want to go further in the level and my friend do something else, and it's okay. And I feel like that should be the player's choice, not the limitations of the game.
What do you give this out of 10?
I give this game a 9.5 as well. Similar reasons to Michael. There are a bit of glitchy little problems with it, but it's so close to being perfect. Like, it's almost a perfect 10, and I really wanted to give it a 10.
This
It
is
is
a
a console,
console,
so
so-
it is. If you
haven't
don't have
if you've been
it,
thinking about getting a PS3, it's time to get it.
it's a fantastic game. It's creative, it's fun, it's exciting, it's difficult at times. There's so much to it. You can go back and play the levels again and again. You can design all your own levels, and you can go online and play with your friends from around the world. And it's just such a great community. It's such a great game, and I love this game.
So parents out there, if you want to get a creative game that actually uses some brain power, this is the game.
Stimulates the mind and the brain.
You were on the short bus, weren't you?
You want
3.
K.
B
Dot.
C